Hi everyone, it's Lindenherz. Yeah, this is a very spontaneous video that I'm making. It's actually, I guess it's now called the top the top deck tag, I guess, if I remember correctly. Um, it was originally started by Blair Mirth, by her channel, and I recently saw the video by Kelly Bear and also now the video by Katie Flowers, and I thought, okay, this could be quite fun to do, and thought, okay, which deck is at the moment at the top of my working pile, so to speak, which is quite interesting because this at the moment it changes a lot. I still do daily 3-card spreads or more with on Instagram with this Our Story in Cards hashtag that Kelly from the Truth and Story, or we all from the Truth and Story group came up with a couple of weeks ago. And I'm still doing that. I'm predominantly working with the Terror of the Hidden Realm, but sometimes I need a little break, and then other decks come in, like Wild Unknown, but also Oracle decks, actually. So the first question was, what deck is currently at the top of your pile? And it's quite interesting. It's this one. It's the Rackham Oracle. Yeah. I know I have this deck for quite a while, since February or so. And to be honest, I struggled with it. I really struggled with this deck, although I wanted it so badly. And some of you know that I wanted it so badly. And but when I had it, I struggled with reading with it. I tried to approach it more like a Lenormand. The reading style I approached more in a Lenormand way. But still had my difficulties. I guess it had to do with that my knowledge of Lenormand is not that good. But still, it's very different here. And I started working with it again, I guess a couple of, 2 weeks ago or so. I started to pick it up again and give it another go. And I slowly start to develop a way to read with it. But yeah, this is the top deck on my pile. Second question, what is the story of how it found its way into your life? Yeah, I firstly saw it, I'm not sure. Did I saw it on Kelly from the Truth and Stories channel? I'm quite sure I did. Yeah, we all know the quote, "It's all your fault, Kelly." No, I saw it there. I saw it on Annika's channel, Nobody Here. On her channel, Nobody's Here, and saw it also there, and also on Larissa's channel, and so on and so forth. And I was quite a fan of Arthur Rackham's style of drawing for a while before that, and and I started wanting it so badly, and finally I got it. I ordered it on Etsy, and it didn't took that long. I thought it would be shipped by, I guess, the creator of the deck set from China or so. I'm not quite sure. But the funny thing is, this is also a Printer Studio deck. So this is the thing which was quite new to me. That Printer Studio does also have a company here in Germany, and so it was shipped from Germany, and so this is how it found its way. So its way to me. Does it have a distinct energy, and what is it? Yeah, I'm quite sure that it has a certain energy or distinct energy. It has this kind of, of course, fairy tale energy to it. This kind of storytelling energy, and it's a darker deck. so not so light, as you can see. And but I like the style of Arthur Rackham, I have to say. This is really a gorgeous style. And I like how he draws. The lines are so wonderful, and the female characters he comes up with are really beautiful. And the sceneries, some of them look also quite creepy, like this Goblin King here. But there's also serene, sometimes melancholic quality to it. It's like those pictures, pictures you see in old fairy tale books, and that you can look at for hours and always see another level of detail in it. So it has this also darker quality to it, also lighter quality, but it's like going into the fairy forest. This is something I would call it. It's you go into the fairy tale forest. Actually, there where Hansel and Gretel are going, or other characters from Grimm's fairy tales, and you don't know what to expect. And you have to be aware that possibly there could be some tricksters beyond the trees. I like this girl. She is really, I love her. This skinny, courageous girl. Yeah. What have you been using it for? Is the fourth question. I intended it to be more of a storytelling kind of deck, to build up own stories or find maybe illuminating stories, or enchanting stories within it, because it was like doing or creating a picture story with it. I struggled, like I told you, I struggled with it, but nowadays since I started working with it again, I found out it was quite it was a teacher for me, in terms of just looking at the pictures and don't get so much confused with words, because there are a lot of words in this deck. Okay, of course, some of them are quite known, but some of them are quite old-fashioned, even in the English language, and also in the German language. I still want to do one day a video of it where I give you a bit of the German words to this deck, because they're also sounding wonderful. But sometimes you get, I get, at least I get sometimes a bit mixed up with or confused with the words, and start to wrap my mind around the words, and suddenly it doesn't make sense at all. But then I started working with it again and just look at the picture and only peeked a few times on the words, and if there was something not clear, I tried to get more information through the words. But this is a deck that teaches me how to use more my visual abilities. So just see what the pictures are telling me, and not so much what the words are giving me, and more information or so. So that's for question 4. We have question 5 is, where would you like to take your relationship next? I guess I still want to use it for storytelling, I guess. I started with this one again, so there's a spread out at the moment. The thing that I found out, this is behind me, I guess it's a 1, 2, 5 card spread. The thing that I found out with this oracle is, like the Lenormand, it makes more sense when you pull out more cards. So I originally tried it with 3 cards, and I thought, well, there's something missing in the whole story. So I draw more cards with this deck. And lighting conditions are not the best at the moment, as always. She is beautiful. So I'm drawing more cards with this deck actually, and this helps me. And I really want to use it to write more, possibly write enlightening stories, or illuminating stories that that lift up your mind, so to speak. Um, Still don't want to give up on this deck. And I would keep it anyway, even if I wouldn't be able to work with it at all because of the gorgeous art. But normally I tend to depart from decks, even if the artwork is gorgeous. Sometimes there are decks that are not meant to be in my life. So I still have the trouble of connecting to you all know that also through Facebook and so on, that I still try to connect to the Rackham Oracle. This is another whole other topic. I will do a video on that, why I struggle so much, and also go into the art itself, the artist himself, and how I found out more about the artist, and what maybe his intentions were with the cards, and then how this sometimes, just my opinion, this is just my opinion, sometimes in my eyes not always fit with the things that Alana Fairchild work was coming up. So just my opinion. I know there are a lot of people that love to work with this deck, but for some reason, although I wanted it for month and month and month, this is not the one that I was meant to be for me. So we'll sure, I will part from it. I'm not sure when, but I guess it will be on my trade list shortly. So we will see. These were all the questions, but there is one question that was quite interesting, that Kelly Bear brought up in her latest video, in her top deck video. She asked something around the line, when does being a noob in tarot end? And she asked herself, if she is still a noob or not, and when does it end, and so on. And being a beginner myself, I'm not entirely sure if I would still call myself a beginner. Not even a noob. I guess I'm a bit in the middle of a noob and maybe someone who has a bit more skills with tarot. I would call myself an apprentice, a tarot apprentice still. But I have so much more knowledge than last year, even than at the beginning of the year. These studies were they exploded literally. And a funny fact, if I would tell you that this camera is actually standing on a stack of tarot books and is ridiculously high, yeah, you would all laugh. So basically, I guess I would see myself in the realm of being an apprentice still, but I also did, which was quite exciting, did my first reading for a friend here on YouTube, and it was fun and inspirational experience, and I would certainly try to do more of that. And I'm feeling more comfortable with 3-card spreads since the Within Without Advice challenge on Instagram. I'm also doing on full moon. I'm doing 5-card spreads. The latest one was the gorgeous full moon in Scorpio spread by Ethany, and I really like that. And I'm feeling more comfortable with that. I'm not getting overwhelmed. So 1 year ago, I would totally freaked out if someone would say, you have 3 cards, and now you have to read them. And I would say, oh my gosh, no way. But now I'm feeling much more comfortable with that, and just take my time, let them sit, and so on, and then everything will reveal itself, so to speak. So this was everything I wanted to say. Just a little one. Look at that. This is the home of the Rackham Oracle. I found this box again. It was a former jewelry box. I got it secondhand, but then I thought, okay, these two fitting very nicely together. I'm still looking at the wrong... when do I learn this? Yeah, anyway. So, this was everything I wanted to say. Oh, one thing. I'm now having a blog. It's calling Lindenherz Arcane Journey. I will put the link at the end and also in the description box below. Still have to figure out a lot more how to set it up, but I finally followed in the steps of the Fool, and feeling quite excited and quite happy. So I would be happy if you would visit every now and then. I will also do, we will use the blog to post my tarot course studies. I bought a course a couple of weeks ago from the Little Red Tarot. Maybe you... Tarot. The Little Red Tarot. And this is a gorgeous website where you can also purchase... It's a British website. You can also purchase the Wild Unknown and the Fountain Tarot there, and some other decks. And there's also the option for a tarot course, which is a bit more freestyle course, and it's quite reasonable in price. But the fun thing is that the creator of this course also suggested that one could use the exercises and things on a blog, to post it on a blog. And I thought, okay, this could be also quite fun and looks like an interesting thing. It's I'm not sure, 7 weeks, 8 weeks course or so. So finally I will be able to put my thoughts on the different exercises up there, and maybe you're also interested in that. So a lot of intriguing things are coming there, coming to my blog. So I wish you a wonderful night or a peaceful day. No, the other way around. Anyway, so many blessings. Bye.